Hello. I chose a bad time to sit down. I literally don't have anything that I need right here. I really thought I was set, and that is not the case. You know, the difference between being prepared and able to adapt are two completely different things. Okay, I've got hair elastics. Everyone always tells me that I look like the girl from, I think it's Matilda. Miss Trunchbull? Miss Trunchbull? It's terrible. Being short and being stocky is just, it's not good. It's so hard. So I'm just gonna start with eyeshadow because that's really the thing that I'm thinking about the most. I'm planning on doing like a form of a full face. On my mind there is the e.l.f. face putty and definitely foundation concealer, but I'm really trying to do eyeshadow. Alright, and I've got like these weird little bumps and lumps everywhere, but I'm just going to completely ignore those. One thing childhood does not really prepare you for, maybe, I don't want to be too specific here, like when you're working with clay, but you don't usually paint clay at a young age. Like, you draw on a perfectly white piece of paper. That's, commonplace. There's obviously other arts and crafts that kids do. But I think that even as you're being taught as a professional, paper, canvas, blank slate, computers, it's just a white screen and you fill it, you color it. And there's all of these things that come about that you've got to handle and deal with, and you know what? The best over time thing I've discovered is ignoring it. Obviously, if you're worried about something being cancer or just an annoying milia ingrown hair, you can take care of it. But if you're in the moment and you're just trying to get ready and put your makeup on and you've got weird stuff happening, and maybe it's even been there for a while and you just don't care about it, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do? My eyeshadows, just ignore it and just like paint your eyeshadow over it. If it's a different color than your skin, you know, conceal it, put some kind of an eyeshadow base on first just for a better canvas. But instead of worrying about it at all, I would just ignore it completely. Alright. The wind is blowing out there. Okay, and then sometimes people have neutral eyeshadows. They're like, well, what's the point? It's the same color as my skin. Why are we doing this? A lot of it is absorbing excess oil. Think of it as like a pretty way to put some form, I don't want to say baby powder. Everybody's so against baby powder, but it's more like a comfort thing from all of your skincare first. But if your makeup is uncomfortable for you, I would suggest that you look at it somehow. There. I'm just doing something nice and basic. All neutral tones, easy peasy. So, foundation. With my foundation, I've got one concoction. I usually wind up with lots of concoction, but then I got mad because all of my foundation, like none of it was the true element, and then I was like, maybe I could just like mix it as I use it instead of constantly creating little mixtures of skincare and foundation. So I still love this one though, and really it was because there's so little bit left of everything. This is kind of like a Mod Podge empty containers sort of a thing. But then I just had all empty containers, and then when I got new stuff, I just kind of want to keep it as it is. This right here, it's okay. It's too sheer. I don't know. If I'm going to wear something this sheer, I almost want to wear nothing for color for coverage. I would honestly, how many times am I going to say that same thing? Use the Poreless Putty Primer. Because I've recently been using it first. And even without any moisturizer base or anything like that. And oh, I don't know. I just feel like it gives a nice doneness to my skin. It's not like coverage at all, but it smooths everything over, makes it easier to look at, and it also feels good too. So it took me a while to jump on this bandwagon. Oh my gosh. I remember seeing all the beauty influencers using it, and I was like, I mean, it's cheap enough too. It's definitely, I mean, it's cheaper than my foundation. So, but it's meant to be worn under makeup. You can wear it alone, but as a primer, you know, primer usually means there's a next step forward. So, I like it. I do. And this is the cake one. They do have like squeezy tube ones, and they have like a serum type of one that's copycat the milk one, but I like this one so far the best. So I'm gonna leave that set. I'm not sure if it like dries. It seems to always have the same consistency unless I do something with it. It doesn't feel wet. It just feels moisturized, comfortable. So if you've got dry skin, I usually have combination or oily skin, so I can't really speak to that, but I think it might help retain moisture. They probably have even more comforting ones. I know that a lot of the moisturizers I like are oil-free because they don't like stick on top of my skin. I really just have so much natural oils like in here, in here, here. Okay, do I want to add any shimmer? I don't know. I'm like poking myself in the eyelid with it. It's not with this. Okay, we'll set that here. What I need. I'm gonna do mascara, I guess. I was seeing a lot of extreme eyeliners, so I was like, maybe I want to do that. When I first tried this, I mean, I was nonplussed about it. I actually liked my other one better. It's called Sky High Lash Sensational. It's a Maybelline one. I find that one is nice. But I think now, just like with the Hypnose for Lancome, this is Rimmel Madame Web, exclusively in theaters. So it's like a themed one. I don't know if they still have it, but this probably is the one that changes theme or something like that. I have no idea. It's a lot like the Hypnose Drama by Lancome. When you first get it, it's almost like too fresh, too new, and it kind of like glides on your lashes like a conditioner. Some people probably prefer that. That's probably why they may like it like a fresh one. But I prefer when it gets a little bit tacky and it clings to my lashes, and it makes it easier to make them thicker, fuller. It's just got good coverage, and I don't have to mess around. And a lot of times when I'm putting mascara on, I'm trying to get more coverage. The brush will actually take the mascara off more than it's putting it on. So, oh my gosh. I'm making such a big mess. I have like all these little streaks. Oh. Boom. You know, gigantuous pimple under my neck. Okay, so I think I want to put some brown under, and maybe I wish I had Q-tips here. I'm sorry I'm being so quiet. I really just am not like. Oh, how you saying hello there? How are you? You want to say hi? You stretch. Say hello. You're so pretty. Isn't his eyeliner just perfect? He's got little mascara on those little lashes too. Yes, I do. Dog bed. Go. Is it scary? Is the wind scary? Okay. I really wish I had Q-tips right now. I'm gonna curl them anyways. Sometimes you have to settle for less than perfect, but I'm just not willing to get up. That's really it. I don't have a hairbrush. I don't have Q-tips. What is next? Oof. Okay. And then this one here, okay. So I'm gonna use black. I'm gonna attempt to use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Black. I've had issues in the past with in the past though, with it. Beautiful. Oh, I can do this. No, I can't. I'm gonna need like a little mirror. I am trying to make it like smudgy. That's one. Try the other side. Oof. The Celtics won. They're up against Washington Wizards. The Wizards. And they did good. White has done good. I don't know. I guess. Oh, come on. Walsh was doing okay as well. Okay, so I'm going to try to fill in where I'm noticing it's sparse in my eyebrows. There should be enough powder in the brush so I don't have to dip it again. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm not sure which one it is. It's not milk. This is the larger stick. It's the jumbo one. And I don't know if it's not, yeah, it's not on it. I think it's not pearl. I really don't know. Okay. Now you can use this as an eyeshadow base if you want to, because it does have like a cream gel texture, which the powder will cling to better, and it'll make your highlight a little bit more prominent, opaque. If I'm gonna add color to my lids, it won't be yet. So I think I'm just gonna do like a layer of foundation and then concealer. Sometimes I do that because if there's not very many prominent like acne or scarring, then it's easier if you put your foundation on first and then see what actually needs concealer. Although sometimes it's not a good idea because you end up piling on a lot more makeup, because it's when you put your concealer on first, dog bed. When you put your concealer on first and then you put your foundation over it, it kind of like airbrushes it out. But when you have your foundation on first and then you put a more opaque coverage, then you're gonna have to like blend it out, blur it out, or put more foundation on top of it somehow. So usually you end up using more product. Oh wait, I guess I'll do this one. I'm just trying to like decide which one I should use. I put, oh, did you hear that? I put little metal beads in here to help when it's mixing the paint colors better. I don't know where I got them. Some kind of an empty bottle. Alright, I'm gonna use my finger. It's more like, what do I call it? A moisturizer than anything. There is quite a bit of coverage, but it's superficial. There's a lot of sunscreen, and it goes on like heavier, and then it turns very sheer. I think that's good. It's a nice coverage. It does have kind of like a, compared to my skin, like a yellowy, orangey type of a hue. Hopefully my powder can offset it. It is mostly baby powder, but it's mixed with eyeshadows too. So I was trying to make it darker overall throughout, and I put a deeper brown into it, and then it didn't blend at all. It's very, very chunky instead of a fine powder. So it's like when I put the powder on my face, if a speckle of that brown, like just one tiny little speckle of the brown eyeshadow gets on my skin, because it's not completely crushed to smithereens, it just makes a huge smear of brown on my face. Like, it's definitely not an exact match. I think I might even be better if I use just baby powder. I've done that before, but there's not enough depth to it. It's not even about the flashback, about it being too matte. I just like it when there's more like sheen, a little bit of a, just above zero, pure white. And I mean, obviously it blends into the skin. It pretty much disappears, but it's more fun when you have it. Okay. Keep in mind that your lighting is not going to be the same as literally anybody else's. Even if you do it at the time of day, at the angle, if you do it outside, there's literally like no way you can guarantee every light's going to see you in the exact same way. So just confident in key places. You know, if you know where your cheeks are, there's no like special, they say like keep it 2 fingertip widths away from your nose and your eyes, and then just kind of add color. It doesn't have to be in certain angles or shapes. Just whatever brightens your face and makes you feel like it gives the color back. It's up to you. I mean, I've seen perfect circles and I thought it was cool. So I always like to put a little bit of the redness on my forehead, chin, neck, just because otherwise you become just a face, you know, of makeup, and it's more likely you're gonna get makeup on your clothes if you do it this way. So if you're worried about that, I would not do that. A highlighter. So this one's different. It's a lot more sand toned than the one I used under my eyebrows. So it should be warmer and a little less obvious. Right, so okay, wonderful. Oh. I'm trying to think of like what I can do for my lip color. It's like either red, berry, or nude are my like 3 colorways. I do like a really purpley berry type tone. Red, whatever red I can find that looks the most like this color, like real red, I guess. I don't want it to be too blue toned or too yellow toned. I don't want it to look orange like flame or blue. So it's hard to find a good red. And then it changes color when you put it on you, because your lips are a different color and they're going to change color, which is another reason why a lot of people will put their foundation or concealer on top of their lips. That way they can see. Okay, so I love doing this. I do not know why, and I always forget that I love doing this. So you highlight your lips with a contour stick. This one is the Chubby Stick Sculpting Contour. It's supposed to be for your face. I guess your mouth is on your face, so it kind of counts, but I just like that it accentuates my shadows. And since it's just colorless parts of my lip, it kind of like, I don't know, looks like a shit-eating grin, I guess, but it's like just more naturally accentuated. It looks less bizarre than if you were to use lip liner. Or does it? I don't know. I feel like it's more noticeable. But I'm gonna put lip liner on, which is different because the lip liner is actually closer to my lip than where the contour is, so it just kind of looks like my lips are casting a shadow and are like fuller, plumper than they are. That would be the look I'm going for. I'm not saying a thin lip cannot be sexy, or that I'm even trying to be sexy. I'm trying to like copy a look I've seen that I like and feel comfortable with, I guess. Use this. It's pretty good. Strawberry shortcake. It's just like so much. I literally, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have this forever. Let me see how much is actually left. Okay, so it is, if you see through the light, can you? You can't. It's like up to here though. It's up to here. It's like halfway. So I guess I use it, but I'm also not sure how full it was when I got it, because a lot of times you get stuff like this and it's like half empty. So there's that. I have to choose. It's definitely could be a nude. I have some good nude glosses, like matte ones from Maybelline that stay really well. I just kind of like the texture and the finished look. I have two different red lipsticks. Let me show you them side by side. So this one here is Rosetto number 111 in Rimmel. This one here. So that's this color red. I'll show you. I'm not purposely hiding it from you. Oh my god, this is such a mess. I think that one of my lip balms blew. The lid keeps... It's like a cheap Halloween lip plumper thing. Like this was $7, which actually I thought was a lot of money for a Halloween prop color. But anyways, okay. So you can see the one on the bottom has a lot more blue tones than the one on top is more like it's a mixture, a healthy mixture of like that flaming orange and then the cool tone blue. I think it's beautiful. It's a little sheer. You see how it plays on the orange, but then it also picks up the color below it, which is very obviously a cool red. I think the look is kind of too warm for a cool red, so I'm gonna go with the Rimmel. I love Rimmel, by the way. Nail polish especially. They had one called like Fast Dry 60 Seconds Shocking Pink, and I was just obsessed with that color. I would buy like 6 of them at a time. I used to paint my nails like almost every other day because I'd bite my nails and I'd pick at my nails, and then so I'd have to like fill it in, or I would even go through the lengths of nail polish remover and then like doing it all up again. But in the army, you're not allowed to wear nail polish, so it's almost like I feel more complete when I don't have my painted nails. I feel like I'm being bad when I paint my nails, so it's like, instead it becomes more like a special occasion type of a thing. It's like a merriment in the middle, you know? They have like those officers' parties that you can wear red or pink or French. Or your skin nude. They've changed the rules. They also have different levels of acceptance too between different parties. It mixes together okay, but it's definitely still too blue with the bottom one. I do love it though. Okay. Oof. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I could also use that blue liner. I love the Maybelline blue liner. I think that's so pretty. Okay. Right at the front. So the back of the drawer is actually facing me and the front is away from me because I have like those, I don't think it's Rubbermaid, it's that other very common brand for those, for these types of things, whatever that is. So it came in like a 2-pack and 4 drawer, and I was using them as nightstands for the longest time, but I think only one survived the move. I left the other one behind. There's a fine line between helpful and then like cluttery, overwhelming amount of stuff. 4 drawer organizers makes sense, but okay. Excuse me. Can we see the shadow from the original contouring stick? I don't know. But I'm also not willing to do it again without it to see if there's a difference with like a before after photo. He wants to go outside. I've had a lot less exercise lately, and so hasn't he. This is terrible. Terrible. I look like a permanent frown. I guess oh wow. So anyways, lipstick, lip gloss. I'm almost done. And then like setting spray. Now I always do. I want to deepen up my blush with a lipstick. I just like it. I feel like it's more cohesive when you bring in that lip color to the whole like final look. There. That's good. And then you can do like a lip gloss. So this is the cheap one that I got for Halloween, but I do like it. It's not like a long-term, ooh, let's rebuy it type of a thing. It's got a lot of color. But other than that, there's really nothing fantastic about it. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to say, like, some people prefer costume specific if you're doing cosplay or Halloween costumes, just whatever the reason why you're dressing up, over going to get, okay, like, here's an example, as I'm going off on a tangent. Show you. So if you want to get a black lipstick, should you go to Spirit of Halloween and get black, or just get the Maybelline Super Stay Black? Kind of that. The glossy here, if you just got your own red gloss, I don't give it any extra bonus costume points, except they're going to see it in your bag, and instead of seeing this, they'll see this. It's a little spookier. The lid is gone. I think it's supposed to look like an injectable. I don't know. Anyways, so that's everything. Don't really have much to catch up on. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I will make another video before the end of the month. I most likely, I can't imagine not. So I will be back again. Thank you so much for sticking with me.